Problems 22 and 23 are my special cases. Problem 22 is the product of a sum and difference. And problem 23 is the square of a sum. So, the trick for problem 22 is all I need to do is it's the square of my first term minus the square of my second term. Now, I can FOIL this out as well if I don't remember that trick, but the goal here is to remember the trick, and it makes it nice and it makes it just a little bit faster for us to complete. So 3y squared is 9y squared. And then it's minus our second term squared. So negative 4, or 4z squared is a 16z squared. I square my number and I square my variable. If I FOIL this out, I will get the same answer there as well. Problem 23, the rule is the square of the first term plus twice the product of a and b plus the second term squared, so plus b squared. So 4a squared, so square of the first term, is a 16a to the fourth power plus, it says the twice the product of the first term and the second term. So the product of 4a squared and b is 4a squared b, and then twice that, so just double that, is an 8a squared b. And then it also, the last part of it is plus the square of the second term. So plus b squared. Again, I can FOIL 4a squared plus b. I can FOIL that out, and I will get the same answer for 23. For problem 24, I'm going to be FOILing. So first, outer, inner, last. So the first is going to be 8h times 2h is a 16h squared. Add our exponents. Then I've got outer is 8h times negative 3. That's a negative 24h. And then I've got inner, which is negative 1 times 2h is a negative 2h. And then I've got last, which is a negative 1 times a negative 3, which is a positive 3. 16h squared minus 24h minus 2h plus 3. I got to combine my like terms. So my final answer is 16h squared minus 26h plus 3. Then lastly, on problem 25, I'm going to be doing the same thing as FOILing. So multiplying each term in the first polynomial by each term in the second polynomial. So 2a times 3a squared is a 6a to the third power. 2a times 4a is an 8a squared. And 2a times negative 4, that last term in the second polynomial, is a negative 8a. Then when I go to do my second term, I'm going to line them up vertically by like terms. So negative 9 times 3a squared is a negative 27a squared. And a negative 9 times a positive 4 is a negative 36a. And a negative 9 times a negative 4 is a positive 36. Again, see how I line them up vertically here, so that when I go to combine like terms, I just need to add vertically. So 6a cubed doesn't get combined with anything. So we've got 6a to the third power. Then I have 8a squared minus 27 is a negative 19a squared. And I've got a negative 8a minus 36a is a negative 44a, and then plus 36. And that is my final answer for this one as well. On problem 26, I'm going to be multiplying each term in the first polynomial by each term in the second polynomial. So when I begin, I will be taking the first term, x squared, and I'm going to start by multiplying it by the first term in the second polynomial. So x squared times 5x squared is going to give me 5x to the fourth power. And then I'll multiply x squared times the second term, so times 3x, and then that'll give me a positive 3x cubed. And then x squared times negative 4 is a negative 4x squared. Then I've got the to multiply the second term in the first polynomial by each term in the second polynomial. So negative 4x times 5x squared is a negative 20x squared, or x cubed, excuse me, because I'm adding my exponents, so 1 plus 2 is a negative 20x cubed. And then I've got negative 4x times 3x is a negative 12x squared. And then I've got negative 4x times 4, or times negative 4, this negative up here. Don't get lost in the negatives. Negative 4x times negative 4 is a positive 16x. And now I'm on to my last term. 5 times 5x squared is a 25x squared. 5 times 3x is 15x. And 5 times negative 4 is a negative 20. Now I will add those up, combine all the like terms. 5x to the 4th power minus 17x cubed. Negative 4x squared plus negative 12x squared plus a positive 25 gives me a positive 9x squared. 16x plus 15x is a positive 31x, so plus 31x, and then minus 20. And this is my final answer here.